called Legit Leads. This is going to be a little different than things you've seen in the past. And I'm going to go ahead. Let me log in off of camera so nobody hacksers me. So one moment. Alrighty. Yeah, so what we found was a way to not only help you find leads that need different things, but ways that you, excuse me, that you can get what you need fulfilled. So in a lot of ways, this will automate your entire business for you. But I'm going to go through and show you how it works, and then we're going to take some questions, and I'll drop it in the chat after that as well. So basically, you're just going to log into your dashboard. You do a new search, and we have a lot of different things. If you want to just get the information, and you don't need a particular, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. You don't need any particular thing that they need. You just want to get their information. You can just do a basic search. If you want to sell, if you sell content, or if you want to offer content, you can do a needs blog content. And this is going to go out and find people with blogs on their site that haven't updated it in a while. You're going to look for people with missing or broken SSL, which is a great way. And this is actually how this tool came to be, because this is what I was doing. But you're going to find people that need that. You can find people that need SEO, that are on page 2 and beyond. You're going to find people that don't have analytics installed, that need reviews, have a slow website, or a missing schema. So we're going to go back and use Michael's Plumber Atlanta example. So let's go Plumber and Atlanta. I thought you were in Florida, Michael. And oh man, I actually accidentally hit the back button on my mouse. Sorry about that. You can have it emailed to you, though we're not going to do that right now. And we're going to search. Please enter.
You gotta select which criteria you want first.
Oh, duh. All right. Which one should we do, guys? Should we do SSL, needs SEO? Whatever you guys vote for is what I'll do. So let me know while I get some water. Everybody's being shy today. Good turnout today, though. I'm happy people are here. Joshua says needs SEO. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so needs SEO. Search. That's going to take a minute or two. Pendu said reviews. Engage Digital Marketing said needs SEO. Ryan says needs SEO, so it's a good thing we chose needs SEO. And we'll do reviews after this as well. And you know, it goes out and takes a few minutes sometimes. See if I missed any questions on Facebook. People ask in different places. All right. And it should be done any minute now, but sometimes it can take up to a few minutes. Jason says this looks great. You ain't seen nothing yet, buddy. Jim, tell us a story.
Once upon a time.
All right, we're done.
All right, yeah, saved by the bell. Good work.
So we're going to click view. So what this is going to do, it's going to go out and we're going to format it a little bit, but it's going to give you the name of the business, the address. I guess it's the city. We can have it. We can probably set that up to pull the address if it's there too, I would imagine. Telephone number, email. This is the real clutch part of it. The website, and then what they need. You see, it's going to pull it found 12 that need SEO and meet our criteria and have contact information, right? So now we have a full list of people that we can contact. You may have to do a little bit more digging to try to find a what do you call it? A gatekeeper name. But I think we're in good shape. And, you know, some of these you may not be what you want, but I think most of them are the directories and stuff are filtered out. There was another tool, and I won't name names, but there was another tool I used to use that would pull in like the Yelp and things like that. So that's not what we want. So, and you can just export this. Yeah, do that off camera. Okay, making sure I didn't have anything untowardly on my desktop because I don't clear it off that often. And that will open it in a nice spreadsheet. So a lot of the work is done for you that we were just showing. So that took us less time than it did to find just those two. And now we have 12 leads. And the best part about this is if you don't know, if you don't want to do the work yourself, or if you need to get the work done, what it's going to do is suggest you some legit services that you can use to get it fulfilled. So in a way, this can kind of automate your whole agency, because now, and these, I just picked some few at random. We'll have more in there as time goes on. But now you have not only people that need services, you have people that can fulfill services, all for like 2 or 3 minutes of work. So that's that. Let's go ahead and do another search. Pendu said reviews. So it needs reviews. Search. Let's do. Where was that one? What was it one that the other guy said? Estate agents. Does anybody know how to make Chrome not do that? That thing where it suggests stuff. I hate that. Meaning to look into it, but I never do. And
there is actually a setting you can turn off in settings.
Okay. It's like, sometimes it actually gets in the way. We can hear me through your speakers, by the way. Anyhow,
okay.
It gets in the way of what's the password thing? Whatever. Anyway, so let's search for that. James says Control plus Shift V is what I use. Oh, cool. I just hate how like it suggests things, because like it'll show sometimes when it's like an email address. I have a lot of different like accounts on Google, and I don't like that it shows all my email addresses when I click in the field. Engaged digital marketing. So joined a little late, but what is the criteria you set to determine whether or not they need SEO? Jim, you want to take that?
Sure. So basically what we do is we look at search results, and we look for those people who are, ranking not in the first couple of results. So we'll pretty much exclude them if they are already ranked well. Anyone who is not ranked well obviously needs help to rank better. So that one is pretty straightforward as far as finding the people who are essentially stuck on page 2 and further. And figuring out their contact info and how we can grab that in. Once we have that, then you can reach out and say, hey, I notice you're kind of stuck on page 2 for your plumber in Atlanta. If you need some help, here's how we can help you.
Cool. Great explanation. That's another one that previous tools that I've used didn't really get to my satisfaction. It was like, they would look for if it was like missing meta tags or something like that, which, if you were looking for SEO leads in 1997 might have been effective. But anyway, so let's see what we got for estate agents and Soloho that need, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but need reviews. And this is mostly for Google reviews, right? Or is it for others?
This is Google reviews.
Okay. And we found 5 in this particular case. So that means that Move With Us Estate Agents doesn't have any reviews. Melvin Danes, Movers Estate and Letting. This is definitely UK, and so on. So that's that. You now have 5 people you can contact and go, you know how important reviews are today to any business's online reputation. Studies have shown that people will search online and read reviews before deciding who to call and who to make a purchase with. So it's really important to your business in 2021 to make sure that you have the top reviews. So we can go out and collect reviews for you and something like that. And again, we have a few services on Legiit here that you can outsource those to. So now you have a lead gen and fulfillment dashboard built right in there for you. But that's not really it. Let's do one more, and then we'll get into some more features, and then we will take some questions. And yeah. So I'm going to, all right, Jim, you want to give us one?
Sure. Let's look for a restaurant in Myrtle Beach.
Any flavor?
Restaurant's fine.
All right. I may spell this wrong. All right.
Well done. Yep. Good work.
My master's degree was money well spent. This should find a lot of results.
Let's look for someone who is needing blog content.
All right. So we're going to search. And no one's allowed to capitalize on these leads. This is my city. Joking. This has been in development for about 6 months. So I'm really happy to finally roll this out. And much like audit, the reason it came about is it's something I needed for my business. And I brought it up to Jim. And I was like, can we do this? And yeah, we've been working on it ever since. I think that, and this is just kind of off topic while it searches, but I think that's one of the most important, that's how some of the best tools get made, is that it's something you personally need. And that means that doesn't necessarily mean that other people need it, but there's a good chance if one person does that multiple people do. So that's a good way to start your market research if you're into developing products and services and things. Christina says, this looks amazing. By the way, Chris, I am a software testing engineer, so let me know if you need help testing it further. Thank you. Jason says, congratulations. Thank you for sharing it with the community. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Looks like blog content in Myrtle Beach restaurants is ready to go. Only 2. That's surprising. Jerusalem Mediterranean Restaurant and Bar. I know right where that is. Man, they're good too. Well, now I know where I'm having dinner. And Thai Lao Restaurant. So let's take a look at one of their sites. And Jimmy, you want to give us a little bit of insight on how it determines this?
Sure. So basically, what we'll do is we'll go and we will check out the individual site. So in the background, while the search is occurring, basically what we're doing is we are pulling up all the results for that location. So we're essentially automating the process of what Chris was doing in the first half of this, where you're typing in that search result, or that keyword rather, and looking at all the individual search results. And what we're doing is we're going and checking each one of those to see if they have, in this case, recently published blog content. And if they have not published blog content recently, we know that they are in need of someone to help them in theory. So if there is someone who has a very active blog, we know that they are probably, doing it themselves. We're going to kind of skip them. But if there is someone who doesn't have blog content on their site, as well, there's some other, deeper criteria we'll look at. But we'll basically look for people who have opportunities to expand. And in this case, you're looking at the site and you're like, hey, this site doesn't have blog content. I can't speak today. This site doesn't have blog content on it. It's a great opportunity to reach out and say, hey, we noticed that you might benefit from some blog content to get some more local exposure. Here's how we can help.
All right. And then if they say yes, we have put in a few people down here, and these will change and we'll add more as time goes on and things like that. I literally loaded these up myself this morning, but some people you can outsource it to. So suppose Jerusalem Bar and Grill says, which by the way, it looks nothing like this, at least if it's the place I'm thinking of. But if they say that they would like you to do some blog content for them, you can just come down here and open this service, add it to your cart, and you're off to the races. So now you have exactly how to fulfill it right there in your dashboard with your leads. So I think that I wish that this was around back when I was doing a lot of prospecting. So that's not all though. And let's just quickly, I'm not going to do another search unless we want to at the end, but again, we got a basic search, which just pulls the info, right? It doesn't look for any particular criteria.
Correct.
And then blog content we just covered. Missing or broken SSL, I think is pretty straightforward. That means that they don't have HTTPS installed. We got needs SEO, needs analytics. So I guess I'm assuming that looks for like Google Analytics code. And if it's not there, it pulls that back, right?
Correct.
Right. And then needs reviews. We covered that one. A slow website. I assume that runs a speed test. And if it goes below X number, it tells us that.
Correct.
And then missing schema is I think I said that wrong, but I think that's pretty straightforward as well. So these are just some of these are what we have right now. In the future, we may add more, but these are ways to find tons and tons of leads. Imagine that, like our first example was Plumber Atlanta. You would do all of these and you would have different things to offer different businesses. So you'd have a pretty comprehensive prospecting list in just a few clicks. So I think it's really, really powerful. And then you're going to have the people to get the work done for you too. So this is literally like an agency in a box. And continuing that theme, we've preloaded in here some email templates for you where you can we'll be adding more of these as time goes on as well. But these are just kind of for the different things, missing SSL, missing SEO, and so on. So you just view that. Client name, apologies for the out of the blue email. You get the idea. Best, your name, so on. So again, we'll add some more of these as time goes on, but now you have what to send them to. So you would just fire up Outlook or Gmail or whatever you're using to send email and paste that in and put in the information. So now you have that part done for you. So you have the lead gen done for you. You have the templates done for you, and you have who to outsource it to. And we even have some of those right here on the homepage for you as well. So, and then we haven't fully loaded it up yet, but there's going to be some comprehensive training on both the software and how to use it in here in the days to come. So, does anybody have any questions on that? Or do you want me to just drop the checkout link first, or see what we got? Too late. Oh no, he's going to steal my Myrtle Beach leads. Somebody ban engaged digital marketing. I'm just kidding. Engaged digital marketing says pretty cool. I've been doing this a lot of this manually using different tools and services. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, right? Is there's so many different things you have to have, and you have to combine. You have to combine, email. You have to combine a different lead scraper, or do it manually through Google, through LinkedIn, whatever. It's kind of a pain in the butt. At least I always thought it was. Maybe I'm just lazy. I don't know. But for me, I think it's great. And then it helps you figure out how to fulfill it as well. So I think it's just, I'm going to be using it personally, and I'm very proud of what Jim and the development team have done with it. Bill says, I currently use Sales Genie. Is this comparable or better? I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I may have heard the name, but I don't know it well enough to tell you,
I'll tell you, it's better. And the reason is, first of all, we made it, so we know it's better. But second of all the stuff that you need is literally right in this spot. So when you're going to run a search for leads, you are then able to go in and find the services to fulfill them right on the spot. So rather than just doing all the work yourself and trying to have it figured out and figure out how to fulfill this stuff, it now opens you up to being able to fulfill a lot more services and create a lot more tripwires for your agency by going out prospecting these leads, being able to fulfill the services, and then bring them into your agency to then upsell them to other work.
Okay. Well, Jim explained that fantastically. Cito says, drop it already. I have dropped it in the chat, as has Jim. Chris dropped the link. We'll be waiting for my credit card. My man, I think. My friend. Steven says, I love this, Chris. I'm already sold. Awesome. Let me cover the pricing packages real quick. And let me move Steven off there. We got the starter package is $47 a month, and it gets you 50 searches per month, 20 results per search, all the search types, all the templates, all the training, all of that. The agency level comes with 100 searches a month and 40 results per search. And again, that's all search types, outreach, template, and training. And then this is the early bird special. This is not going to be permanently offered because we use an API, and it's just not sustainable to have a full-time offer like this. But for $297, it's yours from now till the end of time, and that gets you. It's basically the agency package, but it's for forever. So in 3 months, you've already paid it off. So that's 100 searches a month for whatever you want to search, up to 40 results per search, because that's more than enough. Times 100, that's 4,000 searches, 4,000 results per month, basically. And it's all the search types. So it was the SSL, the needs SEO, blog content, the whole shebang, as my grandfather would have said. May he rest in peace. So I personally, I think that's the best deal, but maybe you aren't 100% convinced. We gave you some options on that as well. So it's just Legiit Leads/subscription, or legitleads.com/subscription, which is up on the screen there as well. I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's a great way it's basically everything you need to build an agency all on your own, right? And that's kind of been the point of this series, and which, by the way, we're still going to continue. This wasn't even a goal. I didn't think it was going to be ready this soon, but the timing worked out that it was the week we were doing prospecting. So, any questions? You want to do some more demos? Let me know. Grab some water while you load up some questions, or if you want me to do some more demos, I can do that too. I tell you what, let's do this. I will give somebody leads for their industry. So whoever you're doing prospecting to, or for, or whatever niche, let me know, and I will search it and search a particular thing that you want to sell them, and I'll just give you the leads for being here live. How's that sound? Just one per person, but we'll do that live here, and then we'll leave this up as well.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid opportunity there. Might as well take advantage of it while you're here.
Can you put up the page that shows the different searches? Sure. I'm real funny about logging into stuff on camera, and I don't know why. Oh man, I was just looking at my screen recording, and I clicked on my screen in StreamYard and not on the actual web page. At least I'm pretty. So let me leave this on the screen in case anybody wants to jump on. It's legitleads.com/subscription. We have basic search, which just pulls all the different results. So if I did plumber Atlanta again, it'd just be everybody that. So needs blog content. It's pretty self-explanatory. Missing or broken SSL. Needs SEO is people on page 2. Page 2 and beyond, plus some other variables. I guess I'll have to do this. Needs analytics means that they don't have Google Analytics installed. That's a super easy thing. You can do it for free. You can do it for $20, whatever. It's a great foot in the door. Needs reviews. Combine this with some other things or just the services that we offer, and you can do really, really well just selling reviews. Slow website. Google Core Web Vitals. That makes having a speedy website really important. That one's pretty straightforward. And then missing schema. It looks for what, like business schema and just any kind of schema, or what?
Yep. Sort of look for the business schema and like local schema, etc.
Gotcha. DT Views says, how about a chiropractors for SEO? What location? Give me a city and I'll send you those leads. Jim, what about when it's in, is it international? Like if somebody gives me a city in, say, France, will it pull from Google France?
Yep. Yeah, we'll pull results based on wherever the location is.
Okay, cool. Because I knew somebody was probably thinking that or wondering that.
Yep.
Jason says he just signed up. Welcome aboard, Jason. My man. Glad to have you on board. I'll create a Facebook group for this later, too, so we can kind of work on it together. Because what I was thinking earlier was I need yet another Facebook group to manage. Dallas TX Chiropractor. Okay. Bill says $297 per year. No, $297 and it's yours forever. That is not going to be a permanent offer, though. And that's not me doing marketer hype nonsense. That is, I can't afford to offer it that forever. Hopefully people that know me well enough that I'm not making that up. So chiropractor. Harder than it looks. And he wanted SEO. Search. While that's firing up for DT views, Bill says $297 per year. No, it's $297 once and it's yours forever. Bill says insurance agents in Alabama. Can it do it at the state level?
No, it's going to look for a city.
Okay. So just give me a city, Bill, and I'll get those leads for you. Steven says, so it checks schema. I assume that means schema can use this to, can our own client to double check and make sure we didn't miss anything when we optimize their site. If they're, it's not really the idea behind it, but I suppose if their result gets pulled in the schema results, then it should. So if you did chiropractor in Dallas, like we're doing right now, and their result was pulled in that, well, if their result met that criteria and it didn't pull it, then that would mean that it's missing, right? I mean, it did pull it.
Yeah. It's
really not the ideal way to go about it, though. That's clever, though. I didn't think of that. All right, so this is for that, or for DT views. Let's see what we got. 10, no, 24. Ooh, good show too. So let's export that. And how can I upload this? Let's do over here. One momento. No. How do I upload? File upload. There we go. File upload. Dallas Chiropractor. Share. Copy link. Anyone with the link? Copy link. And here you go. DT views. Michael asks, are you thinking of adding any additional searches, like has Google Pixel or has the Facebook Pixel? It's a good idea. Should be able to manage that in time, I would think. Right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, I mean, we're definitely open to adding in more search types as the needs arise. So obviously anything that is fairly reasonable, we can pretty much accommodate.
Yeah. Because we're in brand, like I said, we literally got this live today. So there's going to be things that aren't quite there yet. I'll get a roadmap together because apparently that's a thing you're supposed to do with SaaS. So got to run. I assume there will be trainings on how to properly use the software. Looking forward to it. Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, we literally got it up live this morning. So yeah, we will definitely put in some training. We were talking about that right before we came on. So, Yosef says kitchen remodeling in Cleveland, Ohio. All right. I was in Cleveland not long ago, a little over a month ago. That barely relates, but I would mention it. Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm going to assume that you wanted SEO. If not, sorry. Jeanette says, assume all upgrades will be free if you buy the lifetime subscription. Yeah, we're not going to conversion AI you. Like whatever you buy, I mean, everybody's going to get exactly what they buy today. And if we add more stuff, it's not going to be more money. We're not going to add a boss mode and charge people that bought in at a certain level more because that. Now, one thing we haven't added yet, if we get to where we see people are running out of credits, we'll set it up eventually to where you can buy more, but we haven't gotten that implemented yet. And it may not be needed. It depends on how heavily people use it, you know. Stephen says, can it tell if a site is a form or not? Then can it submit data through a form? I guard the forms for my clients to keep. No, we don't submit data through the tool. You would need to manually go out and do that. And that's one of the, what you're saying there is one of the reasons that we didn't even want to bother with that yet. And maybe in the future we'll come up with a solution, but right now that's not in the plans to have it submit the things there. You would want to manually email them or use something like Mailshake to do the outreach, but we don't want to email it through the tool because we would burn through a domain in no time if we did that. I think if we were like an SMTP server, don't you think?
Yeah, that's definitely not an ideal way to go forward.
Yeah. Another tool I used to use had that feature to begin with, and it ended up going badly for them too. All right, kitchen remodeling. Let's view. All right, and that found 14 leads. So let's export that. Kitchen. This is a good niche, by the way, because a kitchen remodeling, I assume, is really expensive. And, well, I'll just leave it at that. I was going to say something that might get me canceled. New file upload. Kitchen remodeling. Lots of folks looking for stuff in Dallas today. I've been to Dallas, I think, 4 times. Nice city. I enjoy the Kennedy memorials and the museums and stuff. All right, there we go. So that was for Yosef, right? Yeah. All right. Bill says, sweet. Makes sense. Steven says, makes sense about the auto emailing capability. Yeah, it's just, it wasn't part of our thing. So it's recommended to use an email service like Mailshake or similar, correct? Personally, I prefer to manually send them one at a time. And that way I can really like customize it to the individual. But yes, if you were doing hundreds of these, that's obviously not sustainable. So Mailshake, I think, is probably the ideal tool for that. And I'll investigate others. Maybe I can do a partnership with them or something. No promises on that. That's literally off the top of the head. But yeah, so yeah, something like that. Insurance leads, Huntsville, Alabama. All righty. Insurance. Assume you want SEO lacking as well. Huntsville. You can see how it populates the city right there for you. You don't even have to type it all out. I know that that's really not that groundbreaking, but I think it's helpful. And needs SEO. Search. And this is for Bill. I'll be doing, we'll be talking a lot more about this, but it really was just a great fit for what we are doing today. So we talked about it last week and decided to go ahead and have it ready for today. And here we are. I'm excited. I can't wait to go find some leads myself, since what's his name up there stole mine that we did earlier. Not cool.
It's a pretty solid setup, if I do say so myself, and I'm kind of biased, but really at this point you're essentially paying like 2 cents to find the lead. So if you can't make some money selling SEO services off getting a lead for 2 cents, I think we need to fine tune our lead generation process a little bit for you and use those templates and really get it going. But
I'll put in some sales training too.
Yeah, you've got the training, you've got the templates. You're able to generate leads for 2 cents a piece. Take the template, send out an email, and then you can fulfill the service right here. You don't really need to be too skilled at doing anything other than clicking some buttons, and you should be able to, get some more stuff done.
Yeah, like this is literally an entire automated agency, except for the selling. So we can probably even get like some people on Legiit to do that too. So let's view these. This is Huntsville, Alabama Insurance, and it found 28 leads. That's fat. Do kids still say fat? No?
I do not think so.
Okay. And let's come over here and we'll upload that to Google Drive. And that may be something we can look at in the future too, is having it go to Google Drive. That's 28 leads though. That's like a good day of work of outreach there. Change that to anyone with the link. Copy link. To chat. Oh, I'm sorry. You said basic search. I'm sorry, Bill. Jeanette says, okay, I'm in and looking at my dashboard, plan on using it every day. Awesome. Glad to have you on board. Steven says he's going to pass this on to his SEO friends. How long will the lifetime plan be on for? I don't know. Not forever, but at least until we get up to a certain amount of users, I would think. So at least you probably got a few days at least. So did you do any YouTube videos on it? Not yet. Like I said, literally got it live today. So, but I will. Bill says basically, sorry about that, Bill. Hopefully that'll be okay. Maybe you should also make it scrape LinkedIn to find qualified leads. Do you think? Maybe we get into hairy stuff there because you're not really supposed to do that with LinkedIn, although everybody does it. So we'll see what's possible. So let me jump back over to the subscriptions in case anyone was wondering. I'll drop that link in the chat again. That's legitleads.com/subscription. And let me put that on the screen because I want you to have as many opportunities to get me money as possible. So again, just let me quickly cover what each package gets. For the starter $47 a month plan, it's 50 searches a month and 20 results per search. All the search types, all the training, outreach templates, and anything else we add, basically. The 97 and the lifetime plans are you get 100 searches a month with up to 40 results per search, assuming that that there's 40 to be found. All the search types, all the training, all the templates, everything. This is literally almost an entire automated agency in a box for $297. That's just unbeatable price. And I know I say that as the person that made this, but I would probably grab this if it wasn't mine, So, yeah, I mean, like I said, you go in, you search your leads, you find the leads, you email them, and you are off to the races. Like it's unbeatable. And you even have people there suggested to fulfill it for you. So I don't know what else to say. We got some time left. Jim, anything you want to say before we get into some more questions?
Just worth mentioning, I think that, like I said before, this is a tool that we needed and we built ourselves to fulfill that need. And as time goes on, we're going to continue to add on to it and find new ways to improve it and make it better. So like Chris said, we literally put the finishing touches on it 10 minutes before we hopped on here. But we are going to continue to further refine the search results and add on different search types and add on different email templates and add on different training. Pretty much like we've done with Legiit, like we've done with Audit, like we've done with any of the other stuff we've put out. There's a pretty good history of building things and then sticking with them for a long time and making them better day by day. So this is only going to get better as time goes on. And the lifetime thing is something that I don't think is going to be around for more than a couple of days. Just
because to be perfectly honest, it's done through an API that we have to pay for through search. So it's not sustainable to leave a lifetime offer forever is the reason why. Like I believe in being transparent, and that's the reason why we're not going to have a lifetime offer forever. This isn't me doing market or scarcity bullshit. It's because it's based on profit and loss, and this is a business, So
correct.
Sito says, I grabbed mine. Welcome aboard. How do we get training now? Training link for sufficient. I'll add some more later today. Like I said, we just literally got it live today, and I just haven't had time yet. I'll walk through each search type, and I'll create a Facebook group, and we'll go from there. Steven, you've been a big help already. Can you make it scrape AdWords to find out who's on the first page of Google that is not advertising in AdWords or is not found in Google Maps? Both of those are great ideas, I think. If I want to get more than 40 results for a particular niche, how do I do it? I don't think you can you?
Right now, no. I guess if the need arises and we are going to see that as a common request, we can certainly look to add on an option. I don't know how qualified results are going to be beyond 40. You're going to start to reach kind of muddy waters there.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is pull in 100 results and have those results be pretty inaccurate. So what I would say is your best option if you're looking to do that is to then move to the next city over and then pull a fresh set of 40.
Yeah. And just to be completely transparent too, we will have an option. We don't yet, and it may not be needed, but the only thing you may ever have to pay for again, if you get the lifetime license, is we will have an option to refill credits at some point if we find that that's a need that needs to be fulfilled. So I don't want I don't want to conversion AI you and say that there'll never be anything else you ever have to pay for, but that, as far as I can perceive, is the only other thing that would ever come up. So hopefully somebody here knows what I'm talking about with the little bit of shade that I'm throwing.
I do. It helps.
All right. Any more questions? I have a couple minutes left. Man, this hour flew by. I don't know. I'm excited about this. We literally built it for our own needs, and I just think it's a great way to have your entire business in a box. It'll come with full lifetime support. I guess we should probably add that to the things there. Everybody gets full support, because anybody that knows me knows how much I believe in customer support. You would not believe how many people in this industry say that support doesn't matter. It absolutely matters. So you'll get the same level of support you get with Legiit, with Audit, Superstar SEO, and Easy Agency Builder for those watching in that group. So Cito says no boss mode here. Absolutely not. And again, the link is legitleads.com/subscription. The lifetime offer will not be there forever. I already bought 2 copies of it for that reason, Chris. Awesome. My man. Shoo. I don't know, guys. We still got quite a few folks on. I'm happy to hang out and do a couple more searches or answer any more questions or anything else you would like me to do, except dance, because that's not in anybody's best interest. But we can also call it a day too, because it looks like I got a Facebook group to make and some videos to make. And we'll do, what I'll do today, I'll probably just get the how to use it videos up, and then I'll do some strategy videos in the coming days as well. For those of you in Superstar SEO Academy, we're going to talk about this again tomorrow in my webinar there too. So you'll get another chance to check it out there. Funk Soul Brother. Hopefully you guys can't hear the therapist in the office next door to me, but if you can, I do apologize for that. It looks like the questions have pretty much died down. So again, one more time, it's legitleads.com/subscription. I probably should have used Snapped to make a catchier URL for that, but that's okay. But it's for the starter plan, it's $47 a month for 50 searches and 20 results per search. For the agency or lifetime plans, it's 100 searches per month, 40 results per search, and all search types, templates, training, and support. I'm running out of things to talk about. So unless anybody has any more questions or wants to do another search or two, let me know. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. And Jim, any final thoughts?
The only final thought I have really is how all-inclusive of a tool it really is if you're willing to, use it. I mean, right now, this will provide opportunities for you to go out and find leads in whatever area you want, with whatever keyword you want, with all these different search criteria, and you don't even need to know how to do it. So you have all these different tripwires to bring people into your agency, and all these various things you can use to make money on the front end. So if you're only offering SEO, go out, run a search for restaurants in your city that need blog content. Buy the blog content from Legiit for $12 an article, sell it to the customer for $20 an article. You've made $8 just for doing nothing. And then once you're in and once you've built a little bit of trust with them, then you can start upselling them into your SEO and all your other services. It's a fantastic opportunity. I know, again, I'm a little biased toward it, but you literally have everything you need to go out, find people. You've got templates to send emails, so you don't have to think of it on your own. All you literally have to do is enter in their information and your information into it, hit send, go out, sell those clients. Once they come back and want to buy from you, you've already got someone to do the work. You don't even need to do that yourself. So you can go buy the work, deliver it to them, they'll be happy, and then you've established trust with that local company. Now you have them in your ecosystem, in your agency. You can use them to escalate to more services, web design, SEO, maintenance plans. You've got all these different things that you can upsell them to because you spent 2 cents getting a lead.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's literally a business in a box, and it's only going to get better. Like, this is literally less than 1 day old. So Steven says maybe you should have it search job occupations and show us the popularity of that niche to help us find niches we don't think of advertising to. Do you think? I think the thing to do there is just to, maybe I'll come up with a list of niches or something. I don't know that there's a way to really do that automatically. Maybe I'm not thinking broadly or outside the box enough, but that's a good thing to do. Like, in fact, I think I've been promising to do that for a while, but I don't know. What do you think? It's probably better to just come up with a good list, right?
Yeah, I think we can definitely come up with a list of popular niches to look at in your area. The problem with sort of what you're thinking a little bit is, if we come up with a list of underserved niches and all these people start hitting those niches are then going to not be underserved anymore. So it's going to constantly be this evolution of the niches we say might be underserved are very quickly going to be saturated. So you just want to be cautious of that sort of thing.
But I will make an effort, and I've promised this twice now, so I need to get on it. But I will make an effort to get you a list of niches. So I want this to literally be, you plop down the $297 and you have a business. So, all right, we're 5 past the hour, and actually attendance is holding pretty good. So, I want to be here for you as much as I can. Let's try this one instead. See if the YouTube one converts better. But if that's it, we can also call it a day. And guys, I just checked this out. Like, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some free leads out of it. I wish I'd have thought of that beforehand. I would have used it to bribe people to come on. But I don't know. I think it's great. I've tried to make your life as easy as possible and give you everything you need to grow your agency and grow your business and find the people to do the work for you, so you can go do what people do when they take time off, which is things. I see them out there. They seem to be having a good time. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, Steven. You were very helpful on this, as always. I appreciate that. I don't know. I think that's probably a good place to cut it off. People are starting to drop off a little bit now, and my voice is getting hoarse, and I still have some videos to make. So guys, appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Legitleads.com/subscription is the URL. Yeah, that's what I got for you today. Let me jump back on camera. So Jim, thanks for taking the time out. I know this was unplanned as well. So,
of course.
And guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll check it out. If not, that's fine too. I'll see you around. And yeah, that's it. So most importantly, figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. I'll see you next week. Peace.